What if I told you that some of the most well-known cities in the UK, places once full of opportunity, history, and community, are now slowly becoming unlivable? What if the city you live in or plan to move to is on that list? This isn't a warning for the distant future. This is happening now, and by 2025, the situation could be far worse than anyone imagined. From sky-high rents and crumbling infrastructure to violent crime, pollution, mental health crises, and vanishing public services. A silent transformation is underway across the UK, and it's pushing working-class families, young people, and even longtime residents to their breaking point. In this video, we're revealing the 10 cities in the UK that are becoming unlivable by 2025. And trust me, the names on this list will surprise you. Some of these cities were once icons of British industry, education, and culture. But behind the glossy city center developments and polished marketing campaigns lies a darker truth. Overcrowded housing, broken transport systems, food insecurity, homelessness, joblessness, and fear. This isn't just about statistics. This is about real people who are struggling to survive in cities that no longer feel like home. Let's begin with something shocking. In one of these cities, ambulance wait times have stretched to over 10 hours. In another, residents say they haven't had a GP appointment in months. Schools are underfunded. Streets are unsafe at night. Public transport? Delayed, unreliable, or outright unaffordable. The cost of living crisis has hit hard, but in these 10 cities it has hit hardest. And the most terrifying part? The decline is happening so quietly, so gradually, that many people don't realize how bad things are until they can't pay their rent, until they get evicted, until they're standing in line at a food bank wondering how things got this bad. You might be thinking, it can't be that serious, but it is. And once we start revealing the names on this list, with the evidence to back it, you'll understand why more and more people are leaving, not arriving. And those who stay? Many of them say they feel trapped by poverty, by mental health struggles, by lack of opportunity. It's a ticking time bomb of social collapse that's being ignored by national media, brushed aside by local councils, and only truly understood by the people living through it every single day. These cities are becoming unlivable not just because of economics, but because of a deep erosion of trust, safety, and dignity. Parents are afraid to let their kids play outside. Elderly people stay indoors after dark. Workers spend 3 hours a day commuting on broken transport lines. Young people leave for London or abroad, hoping for a better life, but most don't come back. And what does that leave behind? Hollowed-out high streets, abandoned buildings, rising crime, and an ever-growing divide between those who can escape and those who can't. You'll notice a pattern as we go through this list. Once thriving communities now silenced by neglect. And yet none of this happened overnight. These are decades of failed policy, ignored warnings, and profit-driven decisions finally catching up to the people. And now in 2025, the cracks are no longer cracks. They're canyons. Now let's talk about mental health, because no conversation about unlivable cities is complete without it. Depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and suicide rates are rising in nearly all 10 of these cities. Underfunded NHS mental health services mean that people wait months, or sometimes years, to get the help they need. In one city, over 65% of young people surveyed said they felt hopeless about the future. Think about that. Hopeless. In the UK, in 2025, this isn't just about bad roads or long commutes. It's about the emotional and psychological toll of living in a place that feels broken, where the system no longer protects you, and where your voice is constantly unheard. And yet people stay. Why? Because they have no choice. Because their families are there. Because moving costs money they don't have. Because deep down they still hold on to some hope that things might get better, that their city might come back to life. But for that to happen, we need to face the truth. Openly, honestly, and without filters. And that's what this video is here to do. We're not naming these cities to shame them. We're naming them to wake people up, to call for action, to say enough is enough. Because while the government debates, While local leaders campaign, while corporations profit, the people suffer, and we can't afford to ignore it any longer. So as we go through this list, from city number 10 to city number 1, I want you to listen closely. Maybe you live in one of these places. Maybe you grew up there. Maybe someone you love is still trying to make a life there. And if so, this video is for you. And finally, let me be clear. No city is beyond saving. Every place has potential. But the first step to recovery is truth. And the truth is, these cities are not doing fine. They are struggling. And unless something changes soon, they will become unlivable not just in name, but in reality. So please, if this video gave you insight, if it opened your eyes or made you think about your own city differently, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because the more we talk about this, the more we demand better, the more chance we have of turning things around. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the list.